sitting up here if you want to come try that. I love myself so much that I can love you so much. That you can love you so much. Yeah, you can start loving me. Let's do it one more time. I love myself so much that I can love you so much. I'll never forget this. That you can love you so much. Yeah, you can start loving. Yeah, you can start loving. This is a tag. You can start loving me.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So much.
Hi, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I hope everyone is blessed to have AC in their homes. Because this is ridiculous. So, welcome. Glad to see you all brave the heat. I was like, I don't want to get up. It's gonna be hot out there. And my dogs were like, no, you're getting up because we're going outside. Yeah, so welcome to the Black Hills Spiritual Center for Peace. We thank each and every one of you for joining us today for our beautiful Sunday celebration. And if you didn't silence your phones,
Slow down.
am I going too fast
Mhm.
again? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't be sorry.
If you did silence your phone, would you please? Please. My teacher over here, she's guiding me. It's okay, Judy, I love you. I do need help sometimes. Anyhow, Juliana has graciously agreed to set our intention today.
Was gone last week.
Yes.
And in the vein of today and Brendan, my intent for the week is self-care.
Yeah.
Because only by taking care of ourselves first can we take care of everyone else. And so, this is a hard one for me. I'm a doer fixer. And so this week, taking care of myself.
You go, girl.
So I can love me, so I can love you, and we can all love each other.
That's right.
Thank you.
So we're gonna count some blessings.
Yeah, let's do it. And when upon life's billows you are tempest tossed, when you are discouraged thinking all is lost, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and it will surprise you what the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one.
Go ahead.
When you're talking about self-care, one of my deepest self-care is to just lay and cuddle with my animals, the dog Banjo and the cat Jasper, and the three of us together. It's just so healing and comforting and grounding, and I'm going to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Count your blessings, see what God has done.
We were really blessed to have my daughter and our grandkids here, and we just dropped them off at the airport this morning. Missing them already, but it was such a blessing to have them and all of their kid-like energy and have laughter in the house and a few whiny moments and things too. But you know what? Those are all part of
Was
the
Jim whiny again?
sometimes, yeah. So anyhow.
Count your blessings, name them one by one.
I had to. Anybody else? Judy.
Had 3 wonderful sessions with my horses and clients on a very hot day. We have this beautiful tree we can put people underneath. And it was awesome. And it was beautiful. It was I had one horse who was really attracted to teenagers. And there was a teenage girl there, and he just went and put himself right in front of her. And it was just beautiful to watch. Anyway, love my ponies.
God has done.
Juliana,
Spending a wonderful week in Oregon with 4 fabulous ladies. The weather was fantastic, and I couldn't ask for anything more.
Lorie,
Well, just those little notes remind me how grateful. Sue, thank you. Just hearing you play live just touches my heart in all kinds of ways, and I'm so grateful.
yes, honey.
I'm blessed for this beautiful state that we have, and that I'm gonna go camping this week and spend some time in our lovely nature that we have here, and spend a lot of time on the lake with my new paddleboard. Thanks to somebody.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was blessed over the 4th of July. I was able to reconnect with classmates. I had my 50th reunion from Belfast High School. And we always put on a big show with the 4th of July parade, rodeo, also reunions. And then my sister was also able to be here and spend time and just reconnecting with family and being together and celebrating our department.
Awesome. Judy?
I'm always grateful for Brandon's music as well.
Oh,
We don't want you to feel left out.
No, I don't.
Well, I have one. My grandson and great granddaughter and my granddaughter-in-law were here for the weekend, and it's the first time I've seen my grandson in 4 years, so I was really happy. I cried when he left, and so did he. Jim,
So almost 2 weeks ago, I had a little procedure on my heart because I've been having AFib for like a long time, and it's very uncomfortable. And for 2 weeks, my heart has beat just like it should. So I feel really, really good, and I feel blessed, and I thank everybody for their prayers, and we're moving forward.
Yeah.
that it? I think that's it. Okay. So the Black Hills Spiritual Center for Peace is an inclusive, heart-centered community that embraces, inspires, and unites all ages, cultures, and spiritual beliefs by fostering fellowship, growth, and a unified commitment to peace, love, and harmony in a safe and sacred place, designed to encourage and empower personal exploration and stuff. And then Judy's going to do our inspired reading. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have to start candy.
I love things that show up on Facebook that are really very timely and very spiritual. This one is called Rivers in the Ocean. What you carry. Do not say you have nothing to give. Somewhere, someone waits for the light only you can spill, for the kindness cupped in your hands like clear water. Even the smallest offering, a word, a touch, a listening ear, can mend the unseen, can thread the torn edges of the world with gold. So go, scatter your gifts. Let your heart's quiet medicine mend. This is how the world heals, one palm, one quiet giving at a time.
That was kind of deep in a kind of different way, you know, like sitting there, wow. Good stuff. So we're gonna have a song. You guys are gonna play back and forth today
Is this before Lorie?
before Lorie.
Okay. Okay, another channel. I hope you don't mind.
Never.
We never mind. I love listening to you. And I don't know about everybody else, but I pictured these ballet kids in my head and they're running through the forest. It was amazing. Okay, so beautiful Lorie is going to do our message today. They're always so touching.
All right, so a hot minute. That's what happens when spirit begins to move through me, is the tears just come. So I apologize. Don't apologize, right? So yeah, I did not have anything planned till about 8 o'clock last night. And most of the time when I ask for inspiration or some guidance or some clarity, it shows up in the shower. But this thought came to me as Judy and I were driving through Custer State Park, seeing the light coming through the trees about dusk, just about. I thought, I'm just going to talk about the light. The light. And so I've been a little beam of sunshine all of my life. I was born with bright, bright blonde hair and these ginormous green eyes. And too late to go looking back through the picture albums, or I might have even brought a few pictures to show you. And so I was bright and magical and connected, loved being outdoors, loved my animals. And just kind of starting to figure out how to walk. And I was taken to the doctor for the regular exam, so the 1-year checkup, And I came out of that doctor's office with metal plates attached to my body. So they discovered that my hips were not growing into the sockets like they were supposed to, and so they were going to assist with that. And so, this little bright beam of sunshine was, hostage to the metal. And so spent hours laying on the living room floor. And so my mom thought, let's turn the TV on. And if we go back in time far enough, the TVs were the big consoles sitting on the floor. And I still struggle to this day with the TV noise. Like it was just hours of that. And so then you can imagine when they finally came off, the braces came off and all of that apparatus worked, I ran everywhere. And then I began to talk and really told all kinds of animated stories. But always attracted to bright, shiny things. I still like bling, by the way. That's okay, permission to like bling. At some point, you just give yourself permission to like it because also at some point, you end up buying it for yourself, and that's okay too. Well, let's go back to the story. So here I was, my sister and I were taking baths. By then I had a little sister, and so put on the flannel nightgown, backed up to the light, which was the little electric furnace, caught the flannel nightgown on fire, just like that. And all I really remember was the smell, right, of flannel burning. Being thrown in a car, driven 30 miles into town, and I don't remember the rest. Except that when I got home, I again had to be held hostage so that those burns would heal. And so again, face down, most of the time on the couch or on the floor. This time I had a little sister to harass me. So when that healed up, then I was double the energy. So at my grandparents' one day, and we're having a big family gathering, and I was very animated. And I had just went to see Pinocchio and had fallen in love with Jiminy Cricket. And I had this big plastic horse
I'd gotten for a birthday present, and his name was Jiminy Cricket. And so I wanted everyone to come out and see how well I could ride Jiminy Cricket. And I had this aunt that, her name was Lorie, bright red hair, long red fingernails. And she grabbed a hold of my little face and she said, "Your mama hasn't taught you very good manners. Because pretty little girls are meant to be seen, not heard." Yeah. So that's where it started. Okay. Then let's fast forward. Okay. Still wanting to be of delight and thinking I could fly off of the swing set. I've told that story here before, but yes, I definitely thought I could fly. Dressed up all in the bling and the pretty things that trapeze ladies wear, I believed I could fly. So I jumped off the swing set, or wanted to anyway. Now I'm going to move forward in time for you. So going to church, living with my dad and my stepmom, Lutheran church, going through the catechism and the Bible memory things you had to do and all of that. And, you know, that Lutheran faith gave me a lot. It taught me some things about the Bible and about how to memorize important prayers. And I have my own personal Bible verse. And so I find it very ironic, many years later, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." And you know, early on, I kept showing up at that Lutheran church and asking questions they couldn't answer. And I found my voice, and I kept asking. And they would just cringe when they'd see me coming through the door. And so then I went to a metaphysical fair. And that's where I started opening up a different kind of light. And, you know, I never looked back. I still accept that the Lutheran Church gave me roots, gave me the foundation. And then I gave myself permission to go in pursuit of something more. And then more permissions to talk about it and to encourage it in others. And so down the road a ways, I took some classes and I called myself an empowerment coach. And at the root of that, that's what I do. I try to shine my light and I try to encourage others to do the same. And so I was at a networking event not too long ago, and I decided to do something really brave. So you know how you go to these things and you introduce, where do you work, whatever, but you often hear, what do you do? And I would smile and say, well, I'm a light worker. I didn't even use empowerment coach. I didn't use, I wear many hats. I have a trucking company, grandma of 9. No. My only label I gave myself that day was light worker. Okay. And so what I brought with me today is some words I wrote on some yellow paper because I wanted to be bright, you know, represent sunshine. So you want to help me pass some of those out? And I'll send some of these around this way. Let's see if we got enough. I don't know. See if we can go. Yep. Okay. Thank you. All right, we got some more people coming in the door. Woohoo!
Wow, really?
Well, maybe.
But,
No, I think that's good.
I was all excited. I saw a bunch of littles, but
the little.
we'll see if they come or not. All right. So I got to thinking about how would I share with a group of people how to be in the light, of the light, from the light, blessed by the light. But how about live by the light? And so you've got 8 words that begin with the letter C. And these are the 8 C's of living a spiritual life or having a spiritual practice, or in my definition, being of the light. And there's one more that should have been written at the top, because one of the things I like to talk to people about a lot is choice. We all have a choice how we live this one life. And yes, I believe in reincarnation and talk about past life stuff, but we're here now. So how can we make the best of it now? How can we make an impression now? And it was funny, on my way into town today, Spirit controls the radio dial, by the way. So on the way into town, I'm listening to something on some channel, the Crossroads show. And there's a guy that's got a little bit of a Western Southern drawl, and it draws me in. And so that's what he's talking about, is choice. And we're going to have lots of crossroads in this life, right? And how we choose to move through them, see them, our perspective of them, our belief about them, we have a choice. And so if you look at these, and just because I might not have them memorized, I'm not going to talk about all of them today. But here's the suggestion of the day, is that you could have this somewhere where you could see it on the regular. And you could just pick one of these words to live today. So for example, calmness. I started out my day today in the shower. Calmness. Give me the words. I'm going to trust you to lead. And let's just show up and be fully present. And then I had the blessing of moving through Qigong with Judy and Juliana, and just feeling my own chi, my own power, my own light moving through and around and within my body and talking to me. And it's kind of funny, I really wasn't looking for clarity, but while I was doing that activity, my body was also a pendulum. And so it was giving me answers to some questions I've been asking, right? So I'm like, okay, well, we cleared that up today too. So I got a 2-for-1 deal. And so really that's just the idea, is to pick, the more you do these words, the more they're going to become part of who and what you are. But as you begin the practice, a spiritual practice, this could be really important. It helps us move through and navigate through the craziness that's kind of going on. Some of it seen and some of it unseen. And so pick a word for the day and then do your best. Not perfection, right? Just your best to emulate that word, share that word, embrace that word. So there's your 8 C's for the day. Kind of like vitamin C, but different. And then how I want to close today, this is kind of fun because I was kind of scared I wasn't going to have enough cards, this is from a deck of cards, oracle cards, called the Enlighten Up. Enlighten Up. You can't make it up. There they were, laying on the floor. We need to go with you today. And so here's the magic of being in the light and of the light and playing with the light, is that the universe is going to begin sending you signs and messages, just like this deck of cards laying on the bedroom floor this morning. It doesn't have legs. I'm not sure how it moved from there to there, but somehow I knew I wanted this to come with me today. And so we're not going to have a whole bunch of time for me to give everyone a reading today, but I'm going to invite you to pick a card from the deck. Feel free to move them around. Feel free to take a picture of it if you want. After we make it through the room, I will pick a couple people just to give a little bit of extra insight too, because I feel called to do that today. And so let's begin moving them through the room. If you want to move them around for me. Yeah. So we also have a book up here that might give us further information. But while those are coming around, I have one final story for you. So another way in which the light changed my life. So going back into that childhood, probably about the age of 10 or 11, and some of you may have heard this, and if you have, I apologize, but it's good. It's worth hearing it twice. So it was Christmas time, and Mom and Dad had divorced maybe a year before. Life was kind of chaotic, hectic, scary, confusing. We had a new stepdad. That meant a whole nother family to get to know. So we had traveled in the wintertime. Christmas, got to go see everybody. Got to do Christmas at the great-grandma's house in Elk Mountain, Wyoming. That's where the wind really blows, y'all. and the snow really comes and the roads freeze. And that's also where, on that particular side of the family, the root of it's not a family celebration unless we're all drinking and intoxicated. And so that's all happening, and we were not used to that, right? Maybe once in a while I'd see my dad drink a Coors and toured the factory once, but that was it. And so stepdad's really indulging with his family, and then decides it's time to go home. Doesn't want to sleep on grandma's floor. And he's very determined to go home. And so we get in this car, a little brown Peugeot, and we're driving, and the ice is crackling, and we're going slow, and they're fighting because my mom wanted to stay, keep us safe, and he's determined. So they're bantering back and forth and whatever have you, and all of a sudden the car goes like this. We go down an off-ramp, not down in the ditch, but down an off-ramp. And my sister and I just looked at each other, just that look like, is this it? Is this it? And we're scared, we're crying. And he slams on the brakes and the car slides however far, and he comes to a stop and he bails out and he runs around the car yelling and hollering, and we're crying. And it's one of those scenes where you want to cover your head with the blanket, but you just can't, because you got to know what's coming next. And so he comes around the corner of the car with his big rifle that had been in the trunk, and he starts walking around the car. And we're like, I think we were all holding our breath, the three of us women in the car, holding our breath. And he walks out in front of the car and he's yelling and he's got the rifle. And as he goes to, do this, the moon is shining. And it was like time stood still. The crunching stopped, the yelling stopped. I'm sure we were still holding our breath. And he just is like frozen in time. And then he just stood there for the longest time, and then he just dropped to his knees and started sobbing. And so eventually, my mom got out of the car and asked him if she could have the gun, and he just handed it over, and she unloaded it, put it back in the trunk, and said, "Now I think we should go home." But in that moment, and we really had never been prayers, churchgoers yet, but in that moment, I knew there was someone to thank. And all I had available to me was the light of the moon, right? And so there's all kinds of light that can come and show up and be of service. And my knowingness about that is it takes belief. It takes trust. It takes working with and being part of the light yourself. Right? And probably living it. Right? So we got to live what we believe. And we do that by being, receiving, giving, and welcoming the light. And so the last song that I heard on that crazy radio station today, I'm not sure who it was. It sounded like someone like Amy Grant, so very strong, yet soft, powerful voice. That's funny. I just heard a female version of Brandon. So like that, strong yet soft, just that kind of energy. And so she was singing about do it anyway, right? You're going to have a little doubt, take the step of belief anyway. You need love anyway, right? So go be the light today. Do it anyway. So then with that, I know we got more to do today. So I will just pick two people. I'll just do quick little, okay, Maria, how about you? What card do you have?
I have appreciation.
Appreciation, wonderful. And that's very interesting because you walk with an energy of gratitude. Like I feel like calm and present, but also you just seem to carry that. So if that card is just an affirmation of who and what you are, I haven't even seen the visual of the card yet, but I would say that you radiate that, and we appreciate you coming and blessing us here with your presence. Very good. All right, Kyle. Forgiveness. Wow, yeah, right? And so that's an F word, so I couldn't put it on my list. Right? But it might go under the category of compassion, right? And so forgiving others, and there's a Bible verse, some sort of forgive us those who trespass against us, right? As we forgive, that. But here's what I have to say about forgiveness. Start that at home. Self-compassion, right? Self-forgiveness, right? Others, people, we can't change them. We can't make them, right? We need to stay in our own lane. So when we're talking about forgiveness, be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself some grace. So I haven't seen the picture either, and I read through visuals, so that's just what's coming to me with words. All right, that's all I have for you today. We'll turn it back over to Cheryl.
You want to do
So if you want to go run to them, it's okay. And we can revisit them if we have a little bit of time after. You want a little bit more information? I'm not going anywhere tonight. And take a picture if you want. If you're done with them, when you come up to bless the blessing bowl or take an affirmation, you can just leave them on the counter here. All right.
Thank you. Okay. Who's got our announcements today?
Turn on your.
Oh, turn my mic back on.
Oh, hold on.
Turn my mic back on. Hello.
There you are.
Something. You got your list.
I'm volunteering to be your banner today.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. All right, so going to the newsletter as our source of information. If you're not on the newsletter list, please let me know. We can get you signed up, or you can go to our website where there's a pop-up that will allow you to add yourself. All right, so we are mid-July. Crazy, right? And so we have been on, a little bit slower schedule for summer because we just know that everybody is so busy. But Anna is here to help us because we do have our raffle for that quilt that is right back here. So if you have not yet seen the quilt, you need to go look at it up close. I mean, from a distance, it is stunning. But when you actually get up and look at the detail in the stitchery and everything, and the precision of the points, if you're not a quilter, you might not appreciate those little details. But anybody who loves beauty can see how beautiful that piece of art truly is. So we are raffling that, as well as a Terry Redlin framed print, and we'll have some other things as well as time goes on. But we are selling raffle tickets. They're 1 ticket for 10 or 3 for 20, and you can purchase as many as you'd like. We have lots of tickets. So these are going to be raffled off on our event day on August 29th. So if you are not yet, if you don't have that on your calendar yet, put that on, because I think we have you guys signed up to talk or do a table about, I can't remember what it is, but that's okay. And anybody else who wants to, if you have a business that you want to promote, if you have jewelry that you want to share, anything, it's all good. And we have tables available at a very reasonable price. It's a free event. I think this has come up in a question recently, and it is free. Anybody who wants to come to the event can come. What's going to be really amazing about it is out in the parking lot, we're going to have music. So we've got Johnny Hastings lined up
Yeah, Tony's gonna play.
Tony's gonna play.
Chai.
And then,
Gabriel.
yeah, so we're gonna have lots of live music. We'll have indoor speaker or like sound bath or just different things that we're still filling in the calendar. And then we're gonna have a silent auction and a dessert auction, and it's just gonna be, and things for kids, you know, like a bounce house or something fun for kids. And it is all free, you know, so share it with your friends. If they'd like to be a vendor, let us know. And if they just want to come and invite their friends to come and just have some fun from 10 to 4 on August 29th, that would be fantastic. Also, if you would like to sponsor something, so, you know, we need sponsors for the bounce house, for the music, for the food, those kinds of things. So there's room for lots of ways to participate. This Monday, tomorrow, Drum Circle. So Drum Circle is our monthly event. We've got Amber, and I never can say her last name correctly, but she does frame drum and some different things. So she's going to be coming to lead the Drum Circle. So that is at 6:30. And then on Thursday, the 23rd, from 6 to 7:30, we have Sarah Krieger coming, and she's doing a Meet Your Spirit Guides event. So that is $60, but she does a really, really amazing event. We hear lots of great feedback from those who have participated in her events. Then Friday at 5:30, we have Freedom Path. That's our 12-step program, and Chris leads that. And then the following week on the 29th, which I believe is a Tuesday, we have the Women's Full Moon Circle, which is the, I see a picture of like a giant elk or something in here. I'm not sure what that particular moon is, but that is done by Gather the Women. And so all women are invited to come and participate. Bring a shawl, and if you have a canned food item you want to donate to the Lakota Pantry, that would be great. And then, these are fun. We have our Peacemonger t-shirts that are now for sale and available for you to purchase. You go on to, there's a link, and you purchase it, and it gets delivered directly to your house. And so we've got two designs. We've got, well, you can look at them. I'll pass them around. We've got a colorful one and one that's a little bit more probably what you call masculine. You want to pass those around real quick? Thank you. And then, what else? Hold on, two designs. Oh, and if you're a Menards shopper and you don't like to do the rebate, we will take your receipts and send them in for the rebate. And then we use those to purchase like filters for the furnace or light bulbs or things that we need around the center. So we are gratefully accepting Menards receipts for anybody that has
It's
some.
very helpful. It's very helpful.
Yes.
We've got about $90 worth of rebate.
Yeah, so it really does add up quick, and it is very helpful. All right, well, I think that is it for our announcements for today. Thank you.
We do have an ongoing food pantry here as well.
Oh, well, so for the food pantry, yes, we do. And it gets used fairly often. And I will just say that actually, I'm not here in a little while. We are going to be taking over the food pantry for Unity as well. The person who was managing them, that for them has passed away, and they don't have a volunteer. So they reached out and asked us if we would continue to support our members who need support, but theirs as well. And because we are good neighbors and good partners, we absolutely said yes. So they will be bringing food over here in a little while that we will be adding to our food pantry. And if you know people who need support, if they need food, we have food downstairs. And we usually just go down and we get a bag and we have them just load up what they want, and that helps support them. So that's another valuable service that we offer.
So I did go on and check these out online, just I can't order till the first of the month, but these show gray. But if you go to the site,
there's
there are
colors.
different colors. And you can get V-neck if you want instead of round neck too, just so you all know.
Yeah.
And stuff, so, you know,
And sweatshirts will be available. Actually, they're on there now. You could purchase a sweatshirt, but it's kind of hot for that, right? We can do hats. We can do infant wear, I believe. And there's lots of options. And if you don't see a color you like, it allows us to choose 5 colors. So I tried to pick a selection of colors. But if you want a different color, we can adjust and make that happen as well.
I have to order a purple one, obviously.
Well, there was a reason for purple, and
You know,
we
What
have
can
some
I say?
people who like purple. So
It's
yeah.
my color. So did everybody see these? Anybody else want to see them? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I really like the kind of hippie looking one. Okay, so there are many ways that you can support Black Hills Spiritual Center for Peace. We appreciate your love, prayers, and financial support, as well as your presence at our Sunday celebrations. We thrive because of the generosity of those who give their time, talent, and treasures. So we have a love offering bowl up here in front. It's the pretty blue one. We can leave your gift. And then in the gold bowl, we have an affirmation. And please, even if you don't want to put a gift, take an affirmation, because sometimes it's ironic. They can speak to you in the strangest ways and stuff. There's also a QR code back on the table there if you prefer to use that and stuff. But because of all of you, we make a difference in our community through prayer, Sunday celebrations, community service, enrichment classes, and education. And so with gratitude, we thank you for your continued support. And as you do that, Brandon's going to grace us with some beautiful music as always. Whatever you want to play, honey. Don't worry, be happy now. He said, don't worry, be happy. See, sometimes I know. Sometimes it just waiting for them little lights.
Keep playing until the kids get here. You got it. Let's do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, these little lights are having so much. Oh, here comes another.
Hey, hi.
They're having so much fun in there. They didn't want to break away. But Crosby really wanted a blessing. So I think we're going to go ahead and bless the little lights.
Okay,
And
little lights. We love you and we bless you.
We love
you and we bless you.
As you live, laugh, learn, and grow
As you live, laugh, learn, and grow
in infinite possibilities.
in infinite possibilities.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. On Monday, you gave me the gift of love. On Tuesday, peace came from above. On Wednesday, told me to have more faith. On Thursday, you gave me a little more grace. Friday, told me just to watch and pray. Saturday, told me what to say. Sunday, gave me the power to find. Let my little light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you, thank you. So, as we get ready to close, once again, we want to thank you for being with us today for this wonderful celebration. And it takes many hands behind the scenes to make Sunday celebrations happen. Excuse me. So if you feel it a need or calling to step into sacred service, please contact the board member and stuff. So I want to thank everybody who participated in bringing the celebration to life. Sue, your music always is amazing. And so is yours. And so appreciate, kind of lucky to get two of them today, right? Double whammy, yeah, I like it. And stuff. Juliana for setting our intention. Judy for graciously doing our reading, which really touched me today for some reason. And Lorie, as always, you. I don't have the words. Does that make sense? Sometimes I just don't have the words to. Yeah. So, I love you. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Have a great week.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world is one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. Sound on the edge of darkness, there rides the peace train. Peace train, take this country, come take me home again. I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Peace train sounds and loud, peace train. Come on, the peace train. Yes, peace train, the whole big road. Everyone get upon the peace train. Come on, the peace train. Put your bags together. Gonna bring it would be with you. On the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country and take me home again. Peace train sounding loud, ride on the peace train, yeah. Ooh, yeah, ooh, ah. Come on, the peace train. It's peace train, holy roll. Everyone get on the peace train. Ooh, yeah, ooh, ah. Come on, the peace train.